You think you can do this to me? I'm the man up in this piece. King Kong ain't got on me.
Welcome to G5Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. Big shout out to all the sponsors of the channel. All the information is in the description box. And follow your boy on Instagram and Twitter at BoxingFirst This is the official breakdown and prediction video for Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz 2 going down this Saturday in Saudi Arabia. Now, y'all know how I do when it comes down to breakdown and prediction videos. I get about 90 to 95% of them right. In terms of how I break down the fight, y'all know how I do. Now, I'm going to start off with Andy Ruiz Jr. And everything that I'm going to explain in this video is going to be from a technical standpoint, and then at the end I'll brush into everything else. Now, for Andy Ruiz, the most important thing for Andy Ruiz to do is get himself into proper punching range. Let me explain that. Andy Ruiz has the definite speed advantage in this fight in terms of hand speed. What Andy Ruiz needs to do is he needs to use his hand speed, and I'm talking jabs, not power jabs to send a message, but speed jabs just to distract Anthony Joshua, just so he can get closer, close the distance. That is very crucial in this fight for Andy Ruiz. Because of the height difference and the size difference, Andy Ruiz can only put in work mid-range or inside. He can't do nothing from the outside. The physical dynamics won't allow it. It is extremely important for Andy Ruiz to use his footwork and his hand speed to get to the positions and angles that he wants so he can throw his shots. It's not really too much to break down defensively. I just want to see a little bit of head movement from Andy Ruiz. If he can get low, that'd be great for him to avoid any big shots. But Anthony Joshua has a pretty good uppercut as well. So if I had to point out one thing for Andy Ruiz, is for him to be disciplined in terms of him getting to his spots so he can actually throw his money shots. Now, I think the combination that's going to work for Andy Ruiz is he's going to have to start off to the body and come up top. Because of what happened in the first fight, Anthony Joshua is going to be very defensive up top. Like, he's probably going to damn near have earmuffs on throughout this fight. Andy Ruiz has to start his combinations off to the body. Even if it's camouflage just for him to get to the headshots, he has to start off some of his combinations to the body. It's very, very important for Andy Ruiz. And I would say the final thing for Andy Ruiz is he has to believe that he's going to go in here and get this victory by any means necessary. Whether it's decision, knockout, whatever the case may be, he has to be willing to put away how he looks in the fight and just do what he has to do to actually win the fight. Remember, this is the rematch. This is not the first fight, so this is not going to go exactly the same way as it did the first fight. The location is different. The dynamics is different. Everything about this fight is different than the first fight. Now, I'm going to go to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua mentally has to get himself clear for this fight. He has to forget as much as he can what happened in that first fight. Because at some point during this fight, he's going to have to make a decision on whether he's going to put himself in the line of fire or not. Now, usually Anthony Joshua does put himself in the line of fire. in every single fight. So I don't doubt that at all. But Anthony Joshua is going to have to answer that question at some point during the fight. And he has to be mentally and emotionally prepared to answer that question. That's number one. That has nothing to do with technicals and dynamics and things like that. That's all brain, mental, emotions. But you have to bring that up when you lost for the first time in your career and you got knocked down several times and people question whether you quit or not in the first fight. Second thing with Anthony Joshua, and this is the most important technical thing that Anthony Joshua needs to do in this fight. And I don't care what anybody else says. You hearing this over here from G5 Jeff TV. Anthony Joshua cannot be on the back foot. Anthony Joshua cannot be moving around the ring like he's some type of technical boxer. He can't be moving around like he's Floyd Mayweather. He's the taller man. He's the bigger man. He's the stronger man. Anthony Joshua needs to throw that power jab, and he needs to be moving forward. He needs to be moving forward. He has to put Andy Ruiz on the back foot. That is the key to the entire fight. That is bigger than any punch combination or anything else. Anthony Joshua has to be coming forward, and he has to be throwing that power jab and operate everything off of those two things. And the third thing for Anthony Joshua, don't be afraid to move your head. Give me a little head movement. Don't be afraid to move your head. If you're going to keep your head in one spot, Andy Ruiz is going to have a field day. Those are the most important things for Anthony Joshua in this fight. Now, how do I think the fight is going to go? I think Andy Ruiz is going to come in extremely confident. I do think he's going to come in patient. I think he realizes that he's not going to have the same success as he did the first fight that early. He might have to go through a process of trying to break Anthony Joshua down. Anthony Joshua, I think the first 2-3 rounds is going to be real touch and go. And I think he's just going to try to mentally psych himself up within the first 2-3 rounds and kind of get that confidence together. Now, I think what's going to happen in this fight, I don't think Anthony Joshua is going to do it within the first 2-3 rounds, but I think after that, I think he's going to start moving forward. I think he's going to start throwing that heavy jab. And I think Anthony Joshua is going to turn into the Anthony Joshua that I've been waiting to see for the past 2-3 years. The Anthony Joshua with the mean streak. The Anthony Joshua in kill mode. I think Anthony Joshua is going to show that at some point during this fight, but I think he's going to do it the correct way from a technical standpoint. Not on the back foot, moving forward, heavy jab, impose his size on Andy Ruiz. I think Andy Ruiz is going to have some good moments in this fight. I mean, it's an Anthony Joshua fight, so I expect for Andy Ruiz to rock Anthony Joshua at some point during this fight. But I expect for Anthony Joshua to do exactly what I said. Move forward, heavy jab, land the right hand off of that, and make sure that he's always coming forward and keeping Andy Ruiz on the back foot. My prediction for this fight, I think Anthony Joshua knocks out Andy Ruiz in the 6th round of a very exciting fight. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.